All right, so now a woman shared a touching story of how her colleague's position at work was declared open minutes after the person's death. She revealed how a colleague died, and 35 minutes after the terrible news was announced, the company opened recruitment for the position. There's a time, I think it was an EABL ad, where it just shows how fast people move on when you are not responsible, or when you do not drink responsibly. And a lot of people just move on like that, you know, and I think it's just generally how we are as human beings. We just move on very, very, very fast.
Life must go on.
But for the company, 35 minutes later, as in any, can you imagine if you didn't check your email for 45 minutes? That means the first email you got was so-and-so just passed away, and then the next one is, we are now looking to fill in the host of GTTT.
No,
and
I mean,
it's very insensitive.
It just doesn't happen in companies alone. I mean, you have all seen that meme of when you die of hunger and 35 minutes later moto imewaka kwenyu, wageni wanapikiwa, like githeri iko hapa, nini iko pale. It's just the nature of life. It moves on. And I have this thing that I usually say, it doesn't go well with many people, but I say, I think human beings like to be more important than they actually are. You want to believe that when you die, something special
things are not going to happen.
You know, things need to happen in a specific way. The fact that a child can move on when the parent dies and a parent can move on when the child dies tells you how intimate this thing goes. And it shows you that life will move on. That's why people are told the thing that holds that company you work for are the pillars that are used to build it. The office you work in. You are not the person that is holding it together. When you stop, and if you need to know this, just go to your company's CCTV, ask them for CCTV for the last 5 years. Go through it. See how many people that have gone through the company that are not there anymore. And you will know that you need to spend more time with the people that matter. And
the people that matter, emphasis on the people that matter. You can sacrifice yourself for your family. Your closest people. It's not every family member. Usijinyonge, usijiue kwa sababu ya every family member unaweza jumiza. Just the closest people next to you. Mimi when I contracted COVID and I was out of commission for a while, my friend, I was replaced at a job so fast. I wondered, oh, kumbe my numbers don't really matter.
Even here, even just here, when you didn't come in,
we had someone else.
There was somebody else.
I was here on standby. Today, Cindy was like, "Hey, nasikia home. Hey, Cindy kwa hapa."
They know we'll do the thing. Aya, pole, umegonjeka. Pole.
It's true though.
Uko job leo.
And it's because you can't blame it really on the company, because the company also needs to run. Like life
has its own KPIs.
You know, and the relationship between the company taking care of you and taking care. If you look at it that way, you might start saying things like the company was thinking about the other millions of employees that are there compared to